My boyfriend wants to get married to his military best friend so that they can move out of the barracks, but he's acting as if marriage isn't a big deal, and that I can be his sexy side piece, so I told him if he makes moves towards getting married, I'm moving on for good. So I, 19F, and my boyfriend, 21M, have been together for about a year now. We have talked about marriage and I'm hopeful for proposal in the next year. He is in the army and we have been long distance for the majority of our time together. Today he called me and said he was talking to his friend and roommate, 22M, we'll call him John for the story, about getting married for the benefits, a pay increase and being able to live in a house instead of the barracks. I thought he was joking at first, but he began to explain that there are bugs in their barracks and has tired of it. He also went on to say that if he and John got married it would be easier for me to visit him because I could just stay in the house with him, and with the extra money he would be able to pay for a plane ticket for me to go see him. I'm starting college this fall and am currently unemployed as I wanted the summer before college starts free, but I've had a job the last 3 years and have ample savings for school and enough for a visit to see him, so I don't think it's even necessary for him to pay for me. I've told him this, but he kept saying he wants to at least pay half, which I am okay with, but don't think he should marry his friend just because of that. In the time we talked up, I told him he would be a divorced man when we get married and he just laughed at that. Then he told me I could be his side piece while he was married to John, and that was sexy. Like what? I've never worried about my boyfriend being attracted to the opposite gender before, or anyone other than me in general, so I really don't think he is attracted to John like that. I have reasons for not liking John though, such as he has cheated with a married woman before and influences my boyfriend to smoke and drink, which I dislike. John does influence my BF to smoke and drink, but the majority of the time he declines. He usually only does that thing if it's a special occasion or has unusually stressed. My boyfriend has also been choosing him over me recently, like today when he called me about the whole marriage thing. John called him while on the phone with me and my BF immediately said bye to me, no I love you or anything, which is normal. He just said John is calling, bye, and hung up and still hasn't called me back. I believe that marriage isn't just something you should do for benefits, and his reasons for wanting to marry his friend just sound dumb to me. I fully believe he loves me and he wants to marry me and have a life together, so why would he even want to marry his friend? I don't know if it is relevant to this, but yesterday his grandfather passed away, and I don't know if this is like a coping thing or something, and I want to be sensitive to him, but edek at this point. I'm just curious if anyone else thinks this is mad weird, so PLS help. We were just texting and I told him I'd break up with him if he actually marries John. AIO? Edit. I know I'm young and a lot of comments say it's a bad idea to marry into the military or just at this age in general, which is valid TBH, but it's my dream to be a stay-at-home mother, and I know what I want in the long run. My attending college decision is still pretty fresh, as I really did not want to attend, but it was mostly to alleviate pressure from my parents who said I was rushing things, so college was my compromise and gives me and BF more time, which very well might be needed. I don't mind waiting to get married, which is why I'm going to college lol. I know I am naive in some things, but we are all bound to make some mistakes, unfortunately. My BF has said that if I enjoy college and want to complete a degree, after his current duty station is up he would try to get stationed near me. Also, although him and John are good friends, they are fairly new as roomies, only about a month or two, and up until a few weeks ago John has had a girlfriend. Maybe John is into my boyfriend? Commenter. We are together for a year, most of that long distance. I hope for engagement next year. I am soon starting college and I am unemployed. Huh? What a dumpster fire. Good riddance for both of them, I guess. Update, 2 days later. I'll keep this short. I broke up with him. I talked to him yesterday about all the reasons I didn't like the idea of him marrying his best friend John, the fact if he got found out it would be bad for both of them, that marriage shouldn't be used for dumb reasons, that I literally would have married him if he asked, dumb as that might be. I told him how unlikely it would even be for him to be able to move out of the barracks right away, and for him to want to marry someone else to get away from a few bugs was stupid. He went off on me saying it was for me so he could get extra money and save it for us, and I didn't know how crap the barracks is. I asked how he would feel if I wanted to marry one of my friends, and he said as long as I had a good reason and it would get me actual benefit, Hess all for it. Shocker, right? Hess totally fine with willy-nilly marrying people. I told him I'm absolutely against it, and if he actually would marry him then I'm done. I won't be his side piece, and he said okay then don't. I said fine and hung up. I blocked him everywhere and I don't want to talk to him again. I really thought we had the same beliefs, but I'm glad I found this out now. I'm pretty crushed that it turned out like this, but I'm sure it's better this way. Commenter. Same-sex marriage doesn't necessarily mean gay marriage. And your BF is not the first military person to marry for bennies and to move out of the barracks. Only now, friends can do it instead of men and women. The barracks do suck. Living on base can also suck pretty bad. So, as a veteran, I get it.